Hello and welcome everybody, this is Joseph, and you're just in time for more Kingdom Hearts 2. And one thing I want to say real quick before I get too far into this. Just yesterday I got a copy of Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. And that is about all I've been playing for the past 24 hours. I'd say it's worth it. Can't wait to get the Wii U version. But anyway, in the last episode, we did some more gummy stuff, and in this episode, holy crap, we're gonna be dealing with a two-headed titan. Oh no, wait, no, or we're gonna be dealing with a muscle man who can lift something literally the size of a mountain. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, this is Hercules. Disney's interpretation of Hercules, which is different from the historic or mythological traditional Hercules. And here we are in some place that's not where we were just shown.
Huh? Are you sure this is the Coliseum?
It's that way.
Oh, guess we were a little off.
So yeah,
Heartless!
I gotta take care of the Heartless. Save the girl, beat the bad guys. See if she's okay.
Thanks, but I'm fine. And you're supposed to be?
I'm Sora. He's Donald, and that's Goofy. We came to see how Hercules is doing.
You know Wonder Boy?
Yeah, plus we're heroes too.
Junior heroes.
Donald?
Yeah.
Looks like we have a friend in common. Name's Megara. My friends call me Meg.
So how's Herc? Wonder Boy? Well, he's duking it out at the Coliseum every day. You know, a hero's work is never done and all that. He's ready to drop, but he keeps on fighting. Even Wonder Boy has his limits, though. These opponents are bad news. Special deliveries from Hades himself. Hades?! Right, Lord of the Underworld. I was on my way to see him. Maybe I can get Hades to give Wonder Boy a breather. If anything happened to that kid. Gosh! Sounds like you're more than just friends. We'll have a little talk with Hades. Hate for anything to happen to you on your way to see him. You want to do that? Well, it looks like you know what you're doing. I guess I'll take you up on that offer. But let's keep this whole chat with Hades thing a little secret, okay? Our lips are sealed. So yeah, seems like she has a little more than just a friendship with Hercules. Though in the movie, I don't think it was ever denied when bit. It's kind of a weird thing about this game. They kind of take. We can buy this new staff for Donald, and I'm gonna have to wait to get the star. Well, why do I have stuff? Why do I not have stuff equipped? Let's equip that to Sora, and that's Goofy. And let's get the new common staff. Now, one thing we can do with old weapons that we buy, we can sell them back for a little bit of profit. For just a little bit of its resale value. I think it's like half for most items, except for our starting weapons and keyblades. Keyblades are like the only thing we can't do that with, but yeah. It's really annoying that you can't sell your starting items, because it just irks me a little bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk to Hades, shall we? And oh wow, I just realized our drive gauge is locked. It's chained up. I wonder if that's gonna play into this at all. So we have some heartless dogs. I forget what they're called. Let's go ahead and see real quick. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Got the story there. Got Sora, Donald, and Goofy as always, and Megara from Hercules in 1997. Really underrated Disney movie. A lot of people don't seem to like it, but it's like, it's not bad. I like it. In fact, my nephew loves it. Like, it's his favorite movie. Or at least his favorite Disney movie. Right there next to Frozen. That or Frozen's just below it or something. I don't know. It's weird. He's a bit weird. Oh, we got the Emperor from Mulan. Didn't get him last episode. 100 Acre Woods. We didn't get that. So we got Pooh Bear from Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, 1966. Which I believe is. It's not part of the movie. If it's not part of the first movie, then the first movie makes up a bunch of shorts. Yeah, let's go ahead and finish that up. And we're almost done with this. We got a new combo, Dragon Blaze from last level, Rabid Dog. Okay. And oh, we have Chicken Little. I'm gonna have to show him off from the Disney classic, quote unquote, Chicken Little from 2005, when Disney was experimental. Let's put it that way. So right here we have summon. Summon gauges summons use the drive gauge, and to level them up, basically using them, and the longer you use them, the more they level up. Yeah. I don't use summons a whole lot, so I'll probably show them off once and be done. So let's go ahead and equip Aerial Sweep. Let's see, Goofy has Turbo. Let's get rid of Item Boost and put Turbo on. I think that's his limit. So we can use Goofy's limit now. Let's go ahead and use our AP Boost. It's not really anything I want to. Yeah, let's keep that way for now, anyway, until we get more abilities. I gotta remember that I have to keep using square. I keep forgetting that that's a thing.
The organization.
Yeah.
Well, looks like we got some organization creeps to deal with, and some falling rocks. If you see me pause for any amount of seconds, I'm kind of doing some multitasking here at the same time. Got something I'm trying to check up on real quick. So if you see me like just stop like this for a second, that's why. Yeah. Speaking of which, I took that opportunity to check on what I need to do. Okay. Hopefully, I shouldn't have to do that any more often. Oh, we got some Lance guys. I think we've dealt with these guys before. Yeah. I was talking about like something like the Lance and the Soldier actually hate each other. I mentioned it would have been cool if it was like actually like two Heartless combined into one. Got some more falling rocks. You can see where the rocks are about to fall pretty easily, so that's one good thing. It's not like them falling when you really matters anyway. At least on easy mode anyway. I'm sure in proud mode it's it's a nightmare. Got a Lucid Shard. Oh, with this shard I feel completely lucid. Ooh, another AP boost. I can get an item. Go ahead and just let you know, this is exactly what I'd be doing in the game. This is like for real. Let's go ahead and do item boost. That'll help us with healing items. Ouch. Here we go. Deal with the rabid dogs and the lance soldiers. I'm trying to remember, did I mention anything special about the lance soldiers? Like anything they dropped? I think I mentioned they dropped frost shards. If I didn't, they dropped frost shards. I can't remember the percentage. It's either 4% or 10%. That's usually how it works. Well, that guy sounds like a coward.
Okay.
I'm gonna also go ahead and mention that one's probably my second or third favorite organization member. Probably second next to Axel. Let's see, what can we send? Ooh, we got a high drive recovery for completing a set. What do we complete? Nope. 10 types of materials. Nice. Okay, so let's see. Go ahead and just heal up and move on. I believe we're about to get into Hades' main room.
Oh, they're nothing but trouble. The whole lot of
And yes, that is James Wood voicing Hades. I checked. I checked like a month ago, so I could have gotten. Check again all the cutscenes up.
Say, why don't you just pick somebody already dead and save him the trouble? Dead. Dead is good. And I know just the warrior.
Yeah. There we go. Let's check. Fortunately, this is. I mentioned this before. I'm gonna keep mentioning this again because yeah, it's James Wood. Okay, just wanted to make sure on that. Yeah, I checked like a month ago and I completely forgot whether or not you can. Anyway, like I said, this is on an emulator. So one of the great things about this emulator, I'm gonna just keep promoting this thing so much. I know a lot of people have problems with emulators. My problem is more or less with the. It's technically more or less the problem with the ROMs and ISOs than it is with the emulators. And even then, it's only if you don't own them. And even then, that's still technically a gray area. But anyway, like I was saying, the great thing about this emulator is that it keeps running while you click off. Where most emulators just kind of pause. So that's one great thing about that. Another great thing, you know, you double click to get into full screen, or you can hit Alt Enter like most other emulators do. Again, the one problem, and this is a problem that only came up now, recently, and at the start of this Let's Play, is this little line on the cursor. Just go away, line. Nobody wants you. No one loves you. You're not welcome here. Go away. Nope, that didn't work. That was seriously the only thing left I could think of to do was taunt it. And it's not even there all the time. Sometimes it's gone. I mean, I've checked this. I don't know if it might be the. No, I don't think it's the recording software, because I've had I've used the same recording software to record a lot of the gummy stuff, and I don't think it showed up there. I did a lot of tests with this before I started the Let's Play. I did a lot of rigorous tests on my other file just to see how far I could push this, and it worked fine. So when I actually go to do the actual full recordings, it doesn't want to work. There was something wrong. Like I said, the only problems they had was with the gummy menus. It's only like the one thing, like trying to display the gummy icons for the custom ships. It, for some reason, displays it incorrectly. Kind of displays it as a jumbled mess. But that's not even that big of a deal. But yeah. Let's go ahead and meet Hades, aka James Wood.
The world's deepest dungeon.
Which?
This time I'm bringing out the mother of all bad guys.
Oh, the mother of all bad guys.
You don't say.
And Pete's terrified. So is Pain and Panic, but you know, I expect Panic to at least be terrified. Kinda panics a little bit. Who is this mother of all bad guys? Wait, that red cloak. That hair. Those glasses which we can't see. And the fact that he looks like one of my uncles.
I'm gonna offer you. I let you out of the slammer.
It can't be, can it? Actually, he's not even wearing glasses right now, is he? Whoops, wrong game.
Fight Hercules in the Coliseum to the death.
But seriously, he does look like a young version of my uncle. One of my uncles.
This is my story.
That voice! It's on! Ah! That sword!
Talking to? I am the Lord of the Dead.
Ah!
No wonder no one wants to die.
It's every person's favorite character in Final Fantasy X, period! You played Final Fantasy X, this was your favorite character.
You again?
And again, I cannot stress enough, this looks, like, take away the scar on his eye, he looks exactly like my uncle 20 years ago, like, when he was, like, in his 20s. I swear, like, looks the same. Ugh.
That's it.
But yeah, here we have a battle with Hades. Whenever he's on fire like this, maybe he's in his red form, he's indestructible. Actually, he's indestructible right now, period. We can't actually deal damage to him at all.
Something's wrong.
I feel kind of funny.
That's right. See, that's the thing.
I have you drugged.
Heroes are zeros. Comes to the territory.
I gotta get off the whole drug reference with this.
Go now.
But I've got to
If Wonderland was in this game, the drug reference would have been perfect. I'm trying to think, is there any other levels? No, I don't think there's any other worlds in this game where a drug reference would work. Not as well as Wonderland. Right here, we're forced to fight with Auron, and I'm gonna, as always, keep Goofy in our party for Valor form, even though Valor form wouldn't work. And Auron's limit is Overdrive. Come on, you had to have figured that that's what it would have been called. Final Fantasy X is famous for overdrives. I'm surprised that they weren't called overdrives here. Real quick, we have a high drive recovery. Restores 3 full drive gauges as opposed to just 1. Definitely better than the drive recovery. We can actually synthesize these if we have the material right now in the synthesis by just doing 1 drive recovery and then using I think bright shards. They change the name of them in every game. They're in the Japanese version. They're called hunger shards. They've always been called hunger, and then hungry or hunger or whatever. And I think Birth by Sleep finally fixed it by calling them hungry as well. But every other games called them like mystery or bright or something like that. Days might have actually called it hunger. They called them hungry shards. Shards, stones, crystals, gems. You get the idea. Same thing as everything else. Bright shards aren't used as synthesis materials except for 1 item. And if you can't guess what that is, ultimate. Sorry. Like I said, they're required, but usually, technically they're used for other things. Let's use Bushido. Let's show off this ability. This is actually pretty cool because we have Shooting Star and we have Banishing Blade. Both characters get to use their own variations on it. And the final one, you clash your blades together and spin, dealing the rest of your damage. It's really fun. But anyway, right here we can't focus on fighting Hades. We need to focus on getting out, which is basically whenever we get to any of the points where those two pillars are connected, we're going to be entering an arena. Actually, circles here. That's it. We're going to be entering an arena in which we have to fight off the Trail of Heartless while avoiding Hades. This battle can be a bit annoying because your targeting can target Hades instead. it can get really annoying. Like I said, it can get really annoying because you're targeting 80, so you have to quickly untarget and retarget something else. Yeah, right there it says target Hades. Nope, damn it. Ah, crap. I meant to do Lance Tug. Let's go ahead and stop that. Oh. Problems with using the menu. Oh, they really need to fix. I'm hoping in the third game they'll find a way to fix that. I know that they've been experimenting with the command menus and they've been experimenting with systems pretty much since Days, trying to maximize your the control system and streamline it as well as possible. I kind of like Birth by Sleep's command system, but it's really moving up and down to select your special attacks, and then not having like your magic connected to magic meters, and instead having it connected to just a cooldown. Just kind of allows for huge amounts of oops, wrong ability. Thanks you for not I'm gonna have to disable the limit Bushido. There we go. And of course, oh, you know what? Screw it. Might as well do this anyway. Just to let you know, I'm just smashing triangle and X right now, just basically because I have nothing else. I can't really do anything else. Kind of the best method. I'm sure there's people that understand how the limits work, but I don't use them a whole lot because then you can't use magic. That's my only problem with them.
You're really good. Are you some kind of hero?
No, I'm no hero. I'm just an...
Huh?
Orin.
Can't even say he's a guardian anymore.
My name.
I'm Sora.
Goofy.
It seems you
Oh, that's fun. That is...
guardian.
I've heard a lot of people.
Thanks, but no
I've heard a few people say that Sora's like call Sora like some emo kid or something. It's like he's not. I'm looking at how can you call him an emo kid? And when you clearly see scenes like this, especially comparing him to people like Orin, who, let's face it, he's not exactly the happiest. He's not exactly the happiest person out there. But hell, even Sora, Donald, and Goofy managed to make him smile. I remember when this game was first announced, they showed the redesigned outfits for Sora. The redesigned outfits for Sora, the black. Like, everyone's like, oh no, now they're going to turn him into some emo kid. Because, Square Enix was... Actually, Japan in general is kind of stuck in that phase right now. I just looked at it like... He's wearing black. Who cares? I think a few people actually pointed that out. That might be where I got my opinion from, but still, regardless... He just wears black. Who cares? I wear a lot of black, and I'm not a mopey emo kid. I mean, have you seen how I act? I pretty much acted this way since high school. I mean, aside from the occasional outrage at the person who was bugging me, but let's put it this way: that's a really extreme case, and those kids were not going to stop otherwise. And yeah, I've really mellowed out since then. But anyway. I think now is a good time as any to end this episode off. So the next episode will be trying to escape with Orin on our side. And oh no, his arms. Oh, okay. I was about to say he looks like he has a third sleeve there, but that's sort of the sling, the makeshift sling he made. Which, by the way, I used to walk around like that all the time in school. I had a jacket, not like that at all. I had like a thick jacket, a thick heavy jacket for winter, and I'd just zip it up part way and just keep my hand in it like a sling and just walk around like that. No one complained except my friends just kept saying, you do realize you're not Orin, right? Like my friends play Final Fantasy X and they said, you're not, you can't be, you're not as cool as Orin, right? Like, yeah, I know. Like, yeah, I know. I can dream though. But anyway, in the next episode, we'll be escaping the underworld and heading up to the Coliseum. Hopefully, we'll be meeting Hercules. But until then, I'll see you guys later.